Senator Roger Marshall, it's great to have you back on. Wonderful to see you again, Senator. So your reaction to President Trump here, and now Nancy Pelosi indicating that Biden has to go.
Yeah, well, first of all, President Trump nailed it. The Democrats are in free fall, that Kamala actually polls lower than Sleepy Joe. And the reason is because Americans are rejecting their policies. The Democrats have become this radical, big government, progressive party, and Americans are rejecting that. You don't hear the Democrats ever talk about securing the border. What are they going to do to get the price of gasoline and groceries down? And then here today, you talk about their credibility. They've lost their credibility 2 or 3 days ago. The leadership and the Democrats were saying it's Joe Biden or bust, it's only Joe Biden. But today they're saying, well, maybe we better sort through this a little bit. So, boy, there's been a big change of tone up here in D.C. today. It looks like a morgue. When the Democrats come out of their meetings, it looks like a morgue. And our job right now is just to stay out of their circular firing squads.
You know, so, Senator, I mean, we've never seen an historic meltdown like this. I mean, so just days after Biden phoned into MSNBC saying he's flat out not dropping out, Nancy Pelosi, who's been going on TV telling voters he's fine, Nancy Pelosi goes on MSNBC implying that Biden should drop out. Watch this.
It's up to the president to decide if he is going to run. We're all encouraging him to make that decision because time is running short.
Okay, Senator, that's a major, conscious, purposeful signal from Pelosi to Biden to go. But he's going on NBC this Monday night to talk to Lester Holt. People saying that's not going to fix it when he's getting criticized for botching the ABC interview with Stephanopoulos. George Stephanopoulos saying he's got to go. We got that sound coming up. What do you think?
Well, the onus is upon Joe Biden to show America that he's fit to serve. Look, the emperor doesn't have any clothes. You and I know that. The American public knows that. But the left media is finally waking up to this, that the emperor has no clothes. And I think when the story broke that a physician, a Parkinson's doctor, had been to the White House 8 times in the past year, that really the Americans are saying, wait a second, is the White House lying to us about this? If they're lying about this, what else are they lying to us about? So I think you nailed it right at the start of the show. They are in free fall right now.
Okay, so now you got George Clooney out with the New York Times op-ed saying he's got to drop out. He says he saw firsthand Biden's decline at that glitzy LA fundraiser. They raised nearly $30 million. They didn't tell donors what he felt then. Maybe they should refund that money back to those donors. Now, House Oversight subpoenaing 3 White House aides to give depositions on Biden's decline. And then you finally have this. Look at the polling. We're going to show you what is happening. Trump now leads Biden by 3 points in Real Clear Politics averages. That's up from a point a week before the debate. The Cook Report, Senator, now says 5 states are moving toward Trump. Trump now leads Biden by 3 points in 3 swing states: Arizona, Nevada, and Georgia. Pennsylvania now a toss-up. Biden is up by less than a point in Wisconsin, Michigan. And Biden's support is slipping in the deep blue state of New York. Who would have thought this a year ago when the idea for the Democrats was convicted felon, Trump's going to be thrown behind bars, but Biden's going to coast into office again? What do you think?
Well, first of all, it's great that the Republicans have stayed beside their candidate through thick and thin. Meanwhile, the Democrats are ready to push Uncle Joe off the cliff. The polling that you're showing here, President Trump's numbers are pulling Republicans in these swing states in the right direction as well. So we feel very optimistic that we're going to flip the Senate and hopefully give President Trump a Republican Senate, a Republican House. That way we can extend the Trump tax cuts. Look, the Democrats want to raise your taxes. President Trump, the Republicans want to lower your taxes. We want to secure the border. We want to make sure that we get the price of gas and groceries down. What are the Democrats talking about? Anything but securing the border, anything about except law and order, and nothing about getting the price of gasoline down. So indeed, the Democrats are in free fall right now. It's been a pretty fun week up here.
Well, Senator Marshall, you have front row seats to it. We want to hear more. We'll have you back on, we hope, very soon. Thank you so much, Senator.